Hey guys, it's a Deadly Kitten here, and today I have a little bit of a different setup. My cat is sniffing my camera currently. Um, so if it's moving, that's why. Um, because I have a table now, and I have a mirror, and so I'm able to actually be able to do stuff a little bit more better. Oh my god, cat. Okay, so, got it. I was doing this thing where I was asking you guys to pick between new items that I received to do a get ready with me. Um, but that basically stopped because I was going to do it. I told myself we were going to do it. My cat's still moving my camera. Noodle, honey, honey bunny. Okay. Basically, I would get maybe 1 to 2 um on my posts. So I was like, I'm not getting enough to do, like, even thinking about it, really. So, what I decided to do today, one, I went out this weekend and I got myself a table. I'll need to get myself a better chair because I just do not like this chair. One, it's a little too high for this little tiny table. Um, so there's that. But we are going to be testing out some new things that I got um, over the past couple of weeks here. Let me see if there is anything that I miss currently. I don't think that there is. No. Okay. So, to get started, I have a few things on the table here. I apologize, I am wearing shorts. I just got home from work, so I was like, you know what? We're gonna do this, but I'm gonna wear shorts because it's been really hot here, surprisingly. I didn't have 2 new eyeshadow palettes, so we're just gonna use the Huda Beauty Mauve palette for today. Um, and then I have 2 of almost everything, just not bronzer. That is the only thing that I don't have 2 of that I haven't tried yet. So to start this off with, we are gonna do primer. Now I'm gonna be doing half my face in the Hourglass Veil and half my face with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Um, so, and then I have all my brushes down here with me as well, um, just so I could get this done and out of, well, so I could do a better job. Because usually I have everything like scattered on the floor, but I have new equipment, so I'm actually able to set everything down. And if I look this way, this is where my mirror is at. So just kind of bear with me here because this is my first ever get ready with me using an actual mirror. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try this Hourglass one. This actually was recommended to me so long ago and I've just never done it. So it was really nice to be able to get it. I believe I used my rewards points for this just a while back ago. I haven't touched it really. But anyway, by the way, I'm sorry, I keep telling myself like I need to ask or say hi to at least my new people here. And then I never do. So, hello. I go by Deadly Kitten. My real name is Misty. Um, it's so nice to have you guys here if you guys are new. Um, this is not my normal setup. Hopefully here shortly though, I will get everything situated to where I have an actual normal setup for you guys. Hopefully. I am still working on the kinks for a few things. So next up, I'm going to go with the Tatcha primer on the other side. But how is your guys? Like, how are you guys? How are you guys doing? I know my giveaway winner for March, she actually just messaged me a picture and told me that she received her mystery bag. I really hope, Emily, if you're watching this, that you do really like those products. I still have some left in my box, and usually for those, like I just wait. I try to get out the oldest stuff first, so that way it's still really fresh. Some of that stuff I did receive in March, so I know I believe I gave her, I want to say I did, the Deborah Lippman nail polishes that I received in my Boxy Luxe. So I think the oldest thing that she got was from, I want to say February. So, because I try to make sure everything is fresh for you guys, because that's just not right. If I'm giving you, I'm not going to give you guys something that you guys can't at least try to enjoy and whatnot. So that is currently where I'm at. Next up, what do we want to do? Okay, so for foundation, we'll do foundation next. Foundation, I have two. I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12 Hour, and I have the new Tarte Found Sealer. This one, I believe, is in light beige. Hold on. Fair Light Sand, and this one is in light neutral. So my face is always going to be uneven with color, but that is okay. Let me get my concealer brush, or my foundation brushes out. For this side, I'm going to be using IT Cosmetics, the Heavenly Foundation brush. And this side, I'm using the Luxie 680, which is the Pro Precision Face brush. So yeah, let's get on into this. I'm going to use this one first. This one I received in my Ipsy a couple months ago, and I have not even began to even try it. I wanted to do it for a get ready with me, and then I just completely forgot about it, to be completely honest with you guys. So I was like, you know what? I knew I had to film today, so I was like, you know what? I'll use it. Just to make sure, basically, that I have enough. And I always dot my face if I can't, like, apply it to the brush itself. Like, if there's no pump, I always just dot my face. So let's see what this looks like. Sorry, I'm still sick too, mind you. So I'm sorry if I just broke your ear holes. I don't mean to cough. I've been trying to get rid of this cough so bad. And my cough's just like, nope. Not doing it. Sorry. Okay, so this isn't bad. This is actually kind of a lot like my actual color. So this is actually really nice for me. And I would say it's like a medium coverage. Because there's a lot of sun today, so I have a lot of sun right here for some reason, even though I was indoors all day. So I do have concealer coming up. So the next side, I'm going to be using the new Tarte Found Sealer. And I'm hoping, because I've heard some people say like this turns you orange or yellow. This one does have a pump, so that is with 2 pumps. So here's hoping. So sorry, this video is probably going to be like super long. And I'm still trying to work on how to do both, like talk to you guys and apply my makeup, because sometimes it's difficult multitasking, especially after that's all you do all day is multitask. So okay, that's not too bad. I'm gonna do at least one more pump. This one I would say is probably more of a lighter, a little bit lighter than medium coverage. It doesn't feel bad on my skin, so that's the nice thing. But by the way, guys, I do have some new-ish boxes coming in. I wanted to ask you guys your opinions. I always ask if you guys want to see a certain type of box, let me know. My thing is, it has to be less than $50, in all honesty, because I pay for all my boxes. I don't get paid doing this, so. Okay. So that is done. So, in all honesty, it doesn't actually look like, too bad. This side is a little bit darker than this side. Of course, you can't tell because of all the lighting. But it does look like this one, after applying 3 pumps to this side, it does look like this one actually has it has buildable coverage, as opposed to this one, which I only did 2 anyway. Well, I didn't actually do pumps, but I mean, this side looks really good as well, though. So, minus my little blemish right here. But anyway, sorry. Let's go on with concealer. I have 2 of them here. I have the Kat Von D Lock-It one in the Tarte Shape Tape, as always. So I'm going to go in with, I don't have 2 concealer brushes, so I'm going to have to use a sponge, which I did not wet, but that's okay. So on this side, I'm just going to go in with my Kat Von D, kind of fan that out a little bit. And this one I will use the sponge for. I do have some boxes. I've been really, really looking on Etsy lately. I've actually been looking on there and Cratejoy for quite some time, hoping to find a good mystery box for you guys. I found one maybe. So I'm really hoping that would be really cool. Okay. So, and then I'm going to go in with my Luxie brush here. And I didn't grab an extra setting powder. I just have one. So, but that's okay. So for my setting powder today, I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics. This is the Bye Bye Pores setting powder. I did get this at Ulta during their 21 Days of Beauty. Yes, there is flashback. There's always going to be flashback, I feel, when it comes to setting powders. And I'm just kind of like caking it on right now, just in case for that palette. And it can always be wiped away later, depending on the formula, I should say. So there is that. I don't really do like my forehead, my chin, my nose like most people. That's just not how I do things. I know I look really crazy right now. But I just want to close that and kind of give you guys like a close up here. Hold on. What if I turn this over just a little bit? There you go. That way you guys get a little bit more like detail. So the next thing, I forgot my brow bone. That makes me angry. That's okay. So the next thing I am doing is I'm going to be going into this Huda Beauty palette here. These are the Gorgeous Colors. So I'm just going to kind of flip this back over here. And let's get on into this. Let's use this SL Miss Glam brush right here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this little light shade here. This I'm going to apply especially up here on my brow bone because that's going to act as my highlighter on my brow. And I'm just going to use the same brush because it's just a white anyway. So I'm going to use the one in the middle here as a transition shade. It's going to be like a warm brown, like reddish look. So, and this I'm just going to pop right in my crease. Now the great thing is there's actually, with this shade, there's not a lot of fallout. So that's really, really nice. Because that is one problem that I tend to have, is a lot of fallout. So that's what I was scared of, and that's why I applied the setting powder down. Okay. And I do have hooded eyes, so sometimes like doing this kind of eye look, like you can kind of tell this eye is a lot more than this eye. And it's like, it's up there, man. It's up there. It just doesn't want to show itself. Okay. What kind of brush do I want next? Why are you upside down? Okay. I should have probably washed my brushes before I did this, but that's okay. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Okay. So my next one, I'm going to go in with this Luxie Precision Blending Brush. Let's see. I want to darken it, so I'm going to go with this like mauve-y dark right here. I'm just going to barely kind of press into it. And once again, I'm going to apply that a little bit to my crease, the bottom part of my crease. Because I like to do like really simple eye looks. I call this simple. Just a little bit. So that way that brown is still there, but it is a little bit darker around the edges. Then I'm going to go in with the same brush, and I'm just going to go in with this one. And then just put this right at the edge there. Go halfway. And I'm sorry if you hear noises. My boyfriend is currently doing dishes and listening to a podcast in the other room. So, sorry. Okay. So, I'm going to use this Morphe brush. I don't know which number it... Actually, you know what? No. I want this little guy right here. This is an Ulta Beauty eyeshadow brush. And with this, I'm going to go into my crease area. And I'm actually going to cut my crease first. And I'm probably going to go in with this little sparkle here with this eyeshadow brush. Sure. Get out my concealer. Just do a little bit. And then I'm going to use my brush once more to kind of just fan it out. Just a little bit. And we're going to see how well this works. Hold on. I'm not going to do anything at the bottom either. This brush didn't really work as much. So I'm just going to use it to kind of blend everything a little bit better. Where is the brush that I just did the red in? This one. I'm just going to take this and push it back over. And then this side, I'm not even going to do a cut crease on this side. I just kind of want to see how it looks. And also, before I do anything else, my Urban Decay spray is not in here, but that is okay. We'll use my MAC Fix Plus here. Wrong brush, Misty. That could have been bad. And I'm just going to wet it. See how well it does. Being wet. Oh, that worked a little bit better, I think. The only problem is, and I'll show you here in a minute, is using a wet brush. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it turned that shadow a little murky. Or not murky, but like mucky. That's okay. Where's my other brush? I'm going to take this one, go back in with the red. And then I'm just going to go in with this clean brush right here and just kind of swirl it around. Because I'm not going to do a bottom eye either. I'm just going to smoke this out just a little bit though. That is a little bit more predominant than I wanted it to be. Hold on. Okay, so that matches a little bit. So I'm gonna take this little guy here. This is a Moda brush. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's too fluffy. I'm gonna use this Moda brush. Kind of just wipe away the powder. Or stick the brush in my eye, whatever comes first. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now I am going to go in with my brows, and with my brows I'm going to use this Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I'm just going to do like little lines. I'm not going to give myself a full brow. So that way they at least look a little fluffy on my end here. So I'm going to put that back. I am going to do eyeliner as well. Now this is the Tartiest eyeliner. And I'm going to be doing this side here. And this is legit how I put on my eyeliner every day. Just so you guys are aware. Oh, it's funny because I'm not actually doing anything after this. I'm literally just watching Game of Thrones because I'm not even caught up yet. I am on season 6. And the new season is next week. Or next Sunday. So I'm like, girl, you have to get caught up. Like, legit, everyone at work has been yelling at me to get caught up. Okay, before I even... I'm going to do mascara last. So my bronzing and everything is going to be with this palette. Because I've not tried it yet. I think I've only literally swatched it. I don't think I've even taken the adhesive off. So for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the contour shade. And I'm using this fluffy brush, by the way. It's by Farrah. I absolutely love this brush for contour. And just kind of give my face just a little bit, you know, of color. Because I don't have any. And then I always go in, my secondary favorite brush that I always use is, it's also a Farrah brush. This is a contour brush. I don't use it to contour. I probably should. But I'm going to go in with the blush on this palette. There is a lot of kickback from the blush. So just so you guys are aware. But it's very, very pigmented. I just like the angle that it does. I don't know if it's just because I'm not like looking at myself fully or what, but it's getting there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, what are you? This is a Firma brush. I'm going to use one of the highlighters on here. I'm going to go with the pink one just because that is essentially, this will maybe help the blush just a little bit pop. Like, it's very, very subtle. I wonder what the gold one is. Are you subtle? Huh. We'll go with it. Why not? My boyfriend's gonna kill me after looking at all this. Speak of the devil. Hi. Okay, I'll be out in a minute. I was gonna actually use this NARS in Laguna. Are you a blush or a bronzer? Oh, it's a bronzer. I should have used this too. Didn't even think about it. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 different mascaras. On one side we have the new Wonder Beauty Mile High Club. And the other side we have the Hourglass Caution Mascara. So we'll see how that looks. So this is the wand for the Wonder Beauty. And this is just going to go on this eye. Has it really been almost 30 minutes? Jeez. And I don't edit this either. Mostly because I don't know how to edit videos. So I don't really like to edit because I don't know how, purely. So I'm just like, you get what you get with me, I'm sorry. So sometimes you get really, really long get ready with me. Okay. The next one is the Hourglass Caution Mascara. Oh, and this is what the wand looks like. Very, very similar. This is another thing I think I use my points for. Just because I really, really, really wanted to try it. Okay. And then the last thing that I do is I take another kind of flat or fluffy brush sometimes, depending on, but we're going to use this one. This is a round, excuse me, top blender. And with this, we are going to go into the Bye Bye Pores once again, but this one is the pressed powder. This is what it looks like, essentially. And I'm just going to just very lightly kind of go over everything. And because this does have a little bit of flashback, what I would suggest to do with this sometimes, like if everything is like a little bit too much, you can easily just use this to like just put like right here, and it would honestly make you look like you're wearing concealer there, because of that flashback. I had a lipstick. Okay, so we are going to try the Laritzi lipstick, and this is in Tidal. And this is the shade in Applicator. I feel like I'm still missing something, but I don't remember what it is. I hate that feeling. For setting spray, I'm actually going to be using the Ciate Dewy Spritz. And here is essentially the finished look that I have. Let me go ahead and turn this off. Take this out. And kind of give you guys just a little close-up. So this is everything that I just did on. It's not too bad. I would prefer a little bit more of a